You know you're Puerto Rican when you say, ooh, a plant I don't have. And you say to yourself, I'll just borrow a little bit of it. Okay, I'm really stealing some. In English, this is known as the spiderwort or the wandering Jew. And in Spanish, this is known as judío errante, hoja de milagro, and la cucaracha. Next to it, I have Moses in the cradle. In Spanish, this one is known as barco de San Pedro, maguey, and morado. Now, the Moses in the cradle is one of those plants that I quote-unquote borrowed last year. And look how beautiful she's growing this year. So hopefully my judío errante will grow just as beautiful. The wandering Jew, or el judío errante plant, received its name from a Christian folklore. The story goes that a man by the name of Avarus, or Batadus, was given the curse of immortality by Jesus. So as Jesus was carrying the heavy cross towards Golgotha, Ahasverus struck and mocked Jesus for walking slowly with the heavy cross. Jesus looked at him and said, "Truly I tell you, some who are standing here will not taste death until they see the Son of Man's second coming into his kingdom." Ahasverus is said to wander the world alone and immortal, reaching the old age of 100. Then he sheds his old skin and rejuvenates to the age of 30, always carrying the burden of illness and old age until the second coming of Christ. In Hispanic folk magic, some people view this plant as bad luck, while others use it as a charm to bind a wayward lover or a spouse or a rebellious child. Often, the name of the person and pieces of their clothing are planted under the wandering Jew plant as a form of sympathetic magic. Often, the person that is performing this spell will always chant this prayer. O wandering Jew, just as you entered into the temple of Jerusalem in order to put out the most holy of flames, enter the heart, mind, and soul of name of person, and do not let him eat, nor sit, nor drink, nor rest, nor sleep, until he comes back to me in peace. Amen. Curses can also be done with this plant. One curse by brujas is, O wandering Jew, who was cursed by Christ, just as you have not had a day's rest, let name of person not eat, nor drink, nor rest, nor sleep, until they come humiliated and begging forgiveness at my feet. Often the spell is sealed and binded with a cinnamon stick. The cinnamon stick represents the wandering Jew's staff, but it also is used for protection, love, healing, spiritual awareness, focus, and success. Although the wandering Jew is a very beautiful plant, in its natural climate where it grows naturally, it can be a very abrasive plant. Many people view this plant as a pest because it can grow wild and kill other plants around it. Wandering Jew should not be placed in a garden with other plants because it will take over and kill those plants. So keep your wandering Jew in its own separate container or pot. Taken care of properly, the wandering Jew will grow beautifully, or you can grow it from cuttings. Here you see the cinnamon stick from an old trabajo that I did to bring blessings to a person. And you see that it opens in one side. That is meaning success for that spell. I hope you enjoyed this video.